Question number 5, Scott Simpson.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Mine is a question to the Minister for Climate Change Issues and asks, what announcement has she made about the government's commitment to the Paris Climate Change Agreement?
Mr Speaker.
The Honourable Paula Bennett.
Mr Speaker, today I am delighted that I have announced that the government's intention to ratify the Paris Climate Change Agreement by the end of this year, which is significantly earlier than originally planned. Beginning ratification confirms our commitment towards our ambitious target of reducing emissions to 30% below 2005 levels by 2030. It also supports the strong international momentum there is to ratify the agreement this year. Because New Zealand is such a small emitter in global terms, we must be part of a robust international agreement to get results on climate change. Ratification this year means we are playing our part in achieving that.
Supplementary, Mr Speaker.
Supplementary question, Scott Simpson.
Thank you to the Minister. What is the government already doing to take action on climate change?
Well, Mr Speaker,
The Honourable Paula Bennett.
New Zealand already has a climate change record to be proud of. We were one of the first countries to have a comprehensive emissions trading scheme, which we strengthened this year, and more than 80% of our electricity is already renewable. We are also world leaders when it comes to agricultural research. We helped establish and have also invested $65 million in the Global Research Alliance on agricultural greenhouse gases. But to meet our new target, we will have to make further changes.
Supplementary question, David Seymour.
Will the ratification of this agreement erode the sovereignty of this parliament more or less than opponents of the Trans-Pacific Partnership claimed that agreement eroded it?
The Honourable Paula Bennett.
None of the above.
Supplementary question, Scott Simpson.
To the Minister, what are the next steps required to come up with a plan to meet the Paris target?
Mr Speaker.
The Honourable Paula Bennett.
Well, Mr Speaker, ratification of the Paris Agreement, although very important, is merely words and that go down on paper. What now matters, of course, is the actions that we take. So we now are very clearly focused on developing that long-term plan to start reducing emissions while still growing the economy and supporting job creation. This will involve working across government departments, with the business community, with consumers, and in some areas, I hope, cross-party work as well. As part of that today, I also announced the establishment of a technical advisory group to look at how best we adapt to the impacts of climate change. And my colleagues, the Honourable Nathan Guy and Joe Goodhue, have also announced 2 new groups to look at how we encourage the planting of more forests and reducing emissions from livestock.
Question